SEC game, you know, they made every free throw. They made threes down the stretch that we had a chance to be up 20, and all of a sudden you look up and it's 4. But that's the league, and I told the guys, and I thought Darius, what we ended up doing is just saying, we're playing through you. He was firing balls to guys. I don't know how many assists he had.
9.
And they were all big. They were big. But DJ made an and one layup big time. Carter made 2 threes. TB made those 2 threes. Billy came up with balls and we did what we do, and we scored a lot of points. But we got to be better defensively. Questions?
Yeah, you mentioned Darius's assist. You guys finished with 19 as a team. That's the most you had against a power conference opponent this season. I guess just how big was that going into this game? How much of his ball movement, I guess, emphasized as you guys entered into a road game in the SEC play?
We're normally a low turnover team because we got really good passers who are pretty strong with the ball. You get 20 assists and you get 30 buckets on 20 assists, that's pretty good. But when you're opening up the court like we are, you're not getting assists. So we scored 94 because we opened up the court and said, forget the pick and roll. We brought the bigs up, then we brought the bigs down and told them, let's see where you go from here. But no, there was a lot of good stuff. Our numbers were pretty good, but you got to give them credit. They shot 60% in the second half, and somehow we won. So when that happened, and some of them were like deep contested shots. Yes.
Coach, you talked this week about this being the first true road game in, 2 months, and so just talk about how the confidence, not just being able to win it, but also just to be able to come out on top in such a close one.
No, anytime you win on the road and the team gets you and you have a will to win, it's good for you because it shows you, look, teams are going to come back and they're going to make a run, then you got to make a run. Then you got to make your free throws, and you got to be strong with the ball. So, no, it's good. And, being a team like this in this league and knowing, okay, you won a road game, now we got another road game. And now we're fogged in. Who knows? We may go straight from here to Auburn. I don't even know. So it doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, Baylor Richmond very efficient tonight, diving on the floor. He's had string of those.
And then we went to him late because I really trust him. I trust him defensively. I trust him making free throws. I trust him getting the ball in. Think about it. We had 11 turnovers, and I think 3 of them were inbounds. Like we threw it into a guy's hands or threw it to the wrong guy. One of them, I switched the inbounder, and the player that was throwing it in has never thrown it in all year. That ain't his fault. That's my fault. You don't do that. You don't do that to a young player that way. But no, Billy, again, you got a bunch of guys playing 20 minutes, and you had some guys playing 30.
Go ahead. Yeah, a couple times broke out the press tonight. Worked sometimes it didn't. But
We didn't match up. We had the wrong guys. We put 2 guys didn't know. They thought they were both on the ball, and so now both of them were up, and the kid gets it and throws it, and that was on us. And one time Billy went to trap, and we weren't trapping. And by him trapping, the rest of us weren't ready. But we're going to keep working on it. We're doing some other things defensively that we got to get better at. Got to have to do some things a little bit different at times.
How do you decide which moments to just break it out? Kind of flip the switch.
You mean the press?
Yeah.
Well, most of it's just to make us aggressive. And we got a couple turnovers from it, but they only had 10 turnovers. So stats look pretty similar.
You're talking about Billy, obviously he has worked a lot on expanding his offensive game, hitting deeper shots. He hit another one tonight. I guess just how much growth have you seen from him in that department just from the summer to now?
No, he's, the one thing I got on the guys about was that we have a machine in our gym, the Noah, that charts all their shots, and it's face recognition. So if you're not going in there,
You're going to find out.
I know, because I get all those numbers. And I said, guys, you got some of you guys that want to shoot balls in the game but are not getting in the gym. You're not staying after, you're not coming early, you're not coming back in the morning or late at night. If you really want to do this and you want to make a living at this, that's part of your routine. And you get up 1,000 shots a week. And then all of a sudden you build your own self-confidence, your own, you make yourself invincible that way. And it doesn't matter what I say or something, you miss a shot or two, you're fine. You've taken 5,000 in the last 5 weeks, and you made 80% of them, 75%. You're going to get, if you've taken 50 shots a week and you get in the game and you miss, all of a sudden you're 0 for 11. Or the same with free throw shooting. So, like I'm telling them, I'm here for you, but I can't do it for you. All right. You guys, we're fogged in. We gotta go to Memphis. I thought, you notice I changed. I was ready to go. Let's go. Get on the bus. Let me get home. Now it's, anyway.